All right, folks, today is Monday, September 5th, 2022. And it's getting to the end of the day, and I just want to get this video out before we return to a full work week tomorrow. I've been taking the week off because I had guests in town. So for me, I especially want to get this out so I don't have to have another task to do next week. In any case, this is the portfolio review for August 2022. And I just want to go over it briefly and then give you some of my thoughts on some of the latest things happening in the market. Starting with the portfolio performance, August was a rough month. So it was very strange because July was great and the first week and a half or 2 weeks of August was also pretty good, where I almost reached my all-time high. I was really, really close. But the last 2 weeks of August was just crazy in the market. I kind of expected this because I thought there was kind of a irrational performance and bounce in the market in July. That didn't make any sense to me. But this was pretty sudden reversal. So we're kind of back to almost where we were, in the lows of the year. So as of August, my portfolio is down about 10%. And I was this close to getting back to just flat and zero. So kind of a bummer. But down year to date, 10%. This compared pretty favorably to the S&P, which is down as of August about 18%. A couple of moves that I did in August was that I actually sold some of my financial holdings and therefore increased my cash position. So cash is sitting at 45%. I kind of lucked out because I think I did this like the first week of August or, first week and a half of August or whatever the timing was. And they were all positive returns for me on those financial stocks that I sold. So sitting on a lot more cash, almost half now. I think that what I'm going to do going forward is to change my risk parity style allocation just a little bit by reducing the gold holding down to 10% from 15%. And at the same time, as we're getting closer to the end of the year here, and we have 4 months left, right? September through December, I'm going to double the buying that I make on a monthly basis to get into the market again. Part of the reason for that is that I think, there's another overreaction on the downside here by the market based on what Jerome Powell said at Jackson Hole. They basically underestimated the Fed's willingness to raise rates to really fight inflation, and they thought that the couple of 75 basis points raise that we had was it. So that's why they kind of went kind of crazy in the market and just really outperformed in July and early August. But he kind of killed that at Jackson Hole by saying that they're going to stay on this course until they're absolutely sure inflation is under control, even if it means, higher unemployment and, even in the face of a recession, which I think people are thinking now is more likely than not, and that pulling off the soft landing is not very likely. But that caused just huge sell-offs in the market, which again is another overreaction. Markets can be just irrational and crazy, but I think they're overreacting. So with the cash position that I kind of was able to raise, kind of lucked out. I'm going to buy in at double what I would normally do and also reduce my gold a little bit because now that I see the Fed really fighting inflation strongly, I actually think that they will be able to bring it under control. The big question for me right now is how bad of a recession we're going to get, because I do think we're going to see a recession. The market for the jobs and labor has been very strong, with Friday's job report just showing all kinds of strength. So I guess that's a bit of good news. So perhaps the recession will be short-lived. But given all that I'm seeing in the market, I think there's an opportunity here. So I am going to increase my buy and accelerate it. And we'll see what happens. In any case, those are my thoughts very briefly for this month and what's going on in my portfolio. I'll see you in a couple of weeks when I make my monthly buys, and we'll take things from there. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend, and getting back into the fall now, I guess. So take care. See ya.